no more beer on Wednesday nights.
Howard the Duck brings down Papa Pete.
Oh my God. You didn't, Pete. Good God. Does he have no shame? I mean, I'm even wearing this shirt tonight.
Look at Infinite. I don't even know why I'm watching the show tonight. I'm just going to end up buying something.
And have I got just the thing? Speaking of which, so are you a fan at all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies?
I think I may have watched part of the first one.
Part of the first one?
So no.
Nothing.
I mean, I don't dislike. I just haven't really seen them.
Right. Well, I like some of them, and I there's things I like about all of them, but overall, can I watch them all the time? No, but I'm still collecting them on. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. Pete showed me some Hammer Away love last week, and I was like, well, I know exactly what I'm wearing this week. So anyway, so I collected all of them, and then the new one came out, the fifth one. So then I started getting them on Blu-ray. Now I've got them all on Blu-ray because today I went to the half-price books again because I bought one on Blu-ray and it was the wrong one. I was like, no, I already have this one. So I went back and they had one copy of the second movie, and that's what I needed. And it was the same price, so it was an even switch out. But they had a bin. They have a couple of dumps at the one off the inner belt of metal signage, and I couldn't pass it up. I just had to get it.
That is nice. Look at that.
How about that?
What great artwork that is.
I know. I'm trying to remember. I think it's Sinnott. I can't remember. I can't think of his first name. Sinnott. He did a bunch of Fantastic Four artwork. Joe Sinnott. I think that's right. But he did a lot of the Fantastic Four when I was collecting when I was a kid, which was probably last week. So anyway, I couldn't pass it up. But the real news here has nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with you and where you are.
New video recording spot. I actually have my own office. How about that?
Damn.
So I'm not sitting in our family room with people walking back and forth in and out the front door, heating up a Hot Pocket on the microwave.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I mean, there's something wrong with Hot Pockets, yes, but
I normally spend like half my show time on mute going back and forth. So it'd be nice to have a spot. I don't have anything up yet. I was telling DJC the other day, I feel like I'm in a hostage situation,
You gonna read your note?
Don't worry for me. I am fine. I'm here on my own volition.
It'd be only 443 days left. So
we'll see if maybe next week, maybe I'll have something behind me. Who knows?
I believe in you. You can do it. Just get a big poster of Perry made and put it back there.
Oh my gosh, we have a big Silly bought a painting to hang the bathroom right across the hall. It's big. It's just a big Chihuahua head with sunglasses.
God. Did you get that at Hobby Lobby or something?
I don't know.
But you still have shades right by there.
Yeah, I still have. Now these are horizontal instead of vertical.
Any squirrels yet?
No squirrels. What's out there, Pete? Let's see.
I see a bush.
It's our front. I'm gonna be Well, you can see the car back there. Yeah, it's on the drive. You can see the driveway and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But I keep it closed to keep the fans away. I hate that.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, I got the whole neighborhood just staring.
I know. That's why I'm in the basement with the windows shut off. So, oh damn! I just told everybody that. So you'll notice one thing that's not in my shot anymore. There's not a trash can here. My wife told me, "Get that trash can out of your shot." I'm like, okay.
Hey, in the old spot, I had a shot just to the left of me.
Yeah.
Right on here. At our old place, it is like dead plant sitting there for like a year.
Were you just hoping the show might revive the plant? Go Bush, go. That's the name of his next tape.
So besides moving, you know what I did this past week?
That would be PPP, Papa Pete's porn. Yes, what?
I had the best bowl of soup of my life.
No, you did not.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Where did you get it?
We're at a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
Right by where we used to live.
Yeah.
And I've been there several times. And I wasn't that hungry. And Mexican food, man, it sits in your gut like a brick. It's heavy stuff. I was like, I wasn't all that hungry, so I was like, I was looking through Nate's soup. I was like, I've never had soup at a Mexican restaurant. I'm gonna try it. Yeah. I'm not even sure what all was in it. I mean, there was rice, there was
corn,
big chunks of avocado, which when you ate it, it just kind of melted away. It was delicious. And it had these humongous shrimp in there. Ah, delicious. But it was a humongous bowl. I was stuffed by the time I left. It was a full meal. It wasn't like a little bowl of soup. It was a
trough.
Yes.
It was the mixing bowl. Maybe they accidentally got screwed up.
It was delicious.
Maybe they ran out of bowls and they're like, just fill that thing. We just had the raw meat in it. Just put it in there and send it out. So hopefully you'll live through the night.
Yeah, just like bags of games all over the place here. I don't have any shelving yet to put anything up.
It sounds like a horrible nightmare. I just have bags of games. Shrimp, rice, soup, bush. Is that supposed to have a C in it, or do we mean bush?
Bush.
Yeah, like whenever these guys come into town, anybody comes into town, we'll take them down to the butcher shop downtown there. Why can't G&W Meats? We'll take you there and we can get some meat sticks and a free beer while we're shopping.
Meat sticks
and a beer.
You think we can get Pete to buy anything this week? I mean, he bought Howard the Duck last week.
I want to know if he bought the Megaforce soundtrack by 707. That might be too pricey. Maybe he's scared.
You know what Pete's going to say if he buys something this week, don't you?
God damn you, GoGameGo!
I was just going to say, we need to make a soundbite out of that.
Oh, I feel like that should end every show.
That should. We'll work. We can do that.
I have it set up beautifully. But I've got I've got an overlay. This is the last frame of the video. So I'll do the overlay and then I'll do the video. It ends perfect.
God damn you, GoGameGo!
Because that way it doesn't just cut off. It's him still sitting.
That guy's adorable. Could you imagine being his parents and raising him? Every day is like a dream with that guy.
Pete, you got to throw something away.
I don't know your parents' names, Pete, but be like Howard. Look at him. And, like his dad would say something snarky. Ah. But he's adorable.
Oh, here you go. Lance says Pete needs the Student Bodies DVD for his collection. He needs to start collecting those movies, those 80s movies. Hot Shots or Hots.
Yeah, Porky's.
Yeah.
Porky's. And I do want to get a copy. In fact, I'm going to look it up because I do need a copy of Hollywood Nights. I don't have one.
I don't have one.
Or as one of my teachers said in high school when we asked him about jeans, I don't own a pair. You're like,
no.
I don't think you got a pair, bro. So let's see. So I'm echoing. I hate that.
Pete will give us $5 if we can guess his father's name before 10Q.
Before 10Q. Before
that was,
10.
That was the Mike Wallace typo.
I know. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Right. Wait, is that 10Q his time or ours? I don't know that we're planning on being around for 3 hours. Tell me when I get the first letter right. I mean, A, B, C, D, E, F.
I'm guessing it must not be a common name.
You think he's a Pete Senior? No, he's not a Pete Junior.
Papa Pete Jr.
Yeah. PPJ.
Did you see what DJ C wrote? Spiker for television sold on eBay for $2,000.
What?
Boy, if Pete comes on next week and he's got a video of him holding that thing, that would be a damn you GoGameGo moment.
Oh man,
he was thinking about it.
I can't. Yeah. I don't know. We've already been through this, Jeff. I'm cheap.
$2,000. That's rough.
That's just too much. I mean, I was glad to pay $51 for Mario Golf.
And that's a good deal because they don't drop the prices that quickly.
We'd have an opening one with Mama C, and then we'd have the ender with Papa Pete.
I have a feeling hers might be a little more angry if we were talking about Pete spent $2,000 on a television game.
Hers might come with a death threat. And speaking of which, it is interesting. I'm going to start taking some notes on WKRP. I'm not doing it now just so I can relax and enjoy the show and just do it like normal. But I'm on the 4th season now.
Is that the final season or was it 5?
That's final season, yeah. And the other day I watched the opening shows of the newer version that came out. And they had the 50th. It's out there on YouTube. You can watch the 50th anniversary show.
I just saw it. It was season 1, episode 1 of the new WKRP.
So did you just watch it, or did you just see it?
No, I didn't watch it. I watched it when it originally came out, but I didn't watch. I think I only saw the first episode. I didn't bother to watch the rest of it. I'll have to watch them. Well,
the tough part is I think it could have been a good show, but they didn't go about it right. And damn, did they ever bring back one of my least favorite characters so far of the original series. And I won't talk about it because you haven't watched it. So, but Judas Priest. When that character hit the scene in the original, I was like, don't like this character. Bye. So, but
you're not talking one of the original cast members?
No, somebody who walked in, somebody who was a guest.
Oh, a guest. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody who walked in on the show in the first series, and then it might even have been the first season. It was either first or second season. And I'm like, I do not like this character. And who'd they bring back in the first show with Johnny on the new series? Same character. I'm like, are you kidding me? This character sucks.
I thought it was interesting. They completely changed, overhauled the lobby.
Right.
It's a very odd thing to do on a show because that really changes the feel of it.
Right.
And I actually didn't have a problem with it. Normally when shows do that, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was bad.
No, not at all. Because I think a lot of things like that were happening. Like, like I just was talking with Katie Cruz today a little bit about some upcoming stuff, and they just moved from where they were originally down in Brentwood area, and they've just moved off of the inner belt now. So they were south of the inner belt, and now they're just off the inner belt with the station. So looking forward. We're going to hang out and do lunch on Friday and talk. We got some talking to do. I'm not even going to make a call 4444444. We're just going to talk about dogs, daughters, and dogs.
I always thought it was so bizarre with on Coffee Talk on Saturday Night Live with what was her name, Linda?
Yeah, Linda. You had to do that.
But you remember the very first time they did that skit? It was with Paul
Baldwin.
Paul Baldwin.
Yeah.
But then after that, they changed. Still Mike Myers, but they changed the host.
Yeah. So was it only after one?
I think it was.
Okay.
If not, there wasn't many.
Yeah, because I think there was a couple, if not a few. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Linda Richmond, Pete says. That makes
Linda Richmond, that's right. Yeah, with Paul Baldwin.
Either way, Linda Richmond's the one you always think about.
Yep.
Because she did the majority of them.
Yeah.
I was like Paul. I was a fan of Paul Baldwin.
I always wanted to be creative enough to come up with a subject. I'll give you a subject. Blah, 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 blah. Discuss. I'm getting verklempt. Yeah, Linda Richmond. Something like that. Is that right? Yeah, I guess that's right, because I was reading it here. Choop, 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 chop. Yeah, because it looks like... I don't know. He's got a different hairstyle on one of them. Anyway.
So is there more than one?
I think so. Because there's one where he's got a white sweater on, and another where he's got longer hair, or at least the hair's down.
Maybe Paul Baldwin only was on the first, like that one season. Maybe they switched up after that.
Yeah. Oh, and here's Coffee Talk with Linda. Liz Rosenberg and Barbara Streisand. That's kind of that's blah 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 blah. So anyway, moving along. So we both you bought it. We knew you were going to buy it because you had it. It's like butter. The new Mario Golf.
Yep.
And so you've had it how long now?
Was it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
So yeah, I finished the story mode, which is really short.
I'm having a real tough time with what kind of course do they call it? With the mount.
Oh, that was brutal. And it was like right off the bat. It was like the second thing you do.
Yeah, and the thing that's getting me about it is there's certain areas you can't traverse.
Yeah, that one you have to kind of map out. You need to figure out. It's like a puzzle because you have to figure out which hole. I know I started. I do know I started with the hole behind me first.
Okay.
Like I did a 180, got that hole, and then I like shot it up. I think I tried to go all the way to the top, and then I went along there, and then went all the way to the back, and then started kind of coming down.
Okay.
I think that's the toughest part of the whole story mode. Nothing else after that's as difficult, I don't think.
And I got to be careful because I'll get frustrated with that stuff, and I'll just be like, forget it. Just forget it. You know? But I'm like, I got to finish it. So that's when I go, hey, what about that round? And you go, I did this. And I'm like, I will try that. Because I don't know. I'm just that guy that's like, man, do I got enough time to figure this thing out?
I took a picture of it and then looked at it on my TV through the Switch.
Brilliant.
And then I was thinking, okay, which way do I go? Well, because first I didn't even pay attention to how high it was going or how low. Right. So then I really had to pay attention. And even then, I barely got through it. It's hard.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know once you get through that, that is the tough. At least for me, it was the toughest. Part of the story mode.
Well, because I want to get through it. How's Pete doing on it? I mean, we were talking about we all are going to get it.
The story mode before me. He blew.
So he's done.
We need to do because you don't have to finish it in order for we need to do a round.
Yeah.
Of online.
Okay, how's your mom doing with it?
I don't know. I got to ask her how she's doing with it because was it last weekend? I think.
Yeah.
I did online with my sister and my mom. We played around. I'm not even sure what that means, sir.
Old adult film star. You got it, Peter North. You get it, right?
Thanks, Peter.
You get it. Welcome to the mast. It's at full mast.
I'll give you that. You are a good-looking honky. Glad to have you aboard.
But right. Welcome to Clarify.
Really fast.
This is one thing I never do. I don't get too. I mean, I've been frustrated, and I get to that, and you're like squeezing the controller, where you're like,
The first few times through it, I didn't even come close to finishing. I was like, how am I ever going to finish this?
And that's where I was.
JW made a point. There is going to be free DLC for Mario Golf.
And I think that's what the one gentleman was talking about today, where he's like, there's just too much, there's just not enough context here, in the game. Like we see Princess Toadstool, but she's not in the game. So.
Wait, Peach is in the game?
No, Toadstool. What am I thinking of?
Toad? Hey, Toad.
Toad.
Because Princess Toadstool is Peach.
Right. No, but yeah, Toad.
I don't think you can play as Toad, at least not yet.
I think that's the point. That's what he's saying. Toadette. So we're like, we see her, but.
Yeah, maybe meant Toadette.
Because that's who's in, who's part of that foursome with you. So.
Some people call me Princess Toadstool.
Yeah, I did the same thing last week on my show. I was talking about a heart CD. I got to make this known. I might as well do it tonight because I've talked about that, going through our old shows and then picking out things that I got wrong, and then having a show where I fix all of those things. And last week I said, oh yeah, here I got Dreamboat Annie. It wasn't Dreamboat Annie. It was Little Queen by Heart is the CD that I got. So.
My mom wants to know what I'm going to say about the way she played. I thought she did really well, actually, for one of her first times. I think, what were you, like 10 over? Which isn't bad for playing your first time.
I did. Now, is that just... in the regular speed game?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if that was 9 or 18.
It's 9, and then you have to wait and come back and do the other 9, but it's all together in your scoring.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, I like playing not speed. Well, I like playing speed golf, and I played battle golf for the first time. That was fun.
Oh, I bet.
But when you play with 4 people or 3 people, whatever, even 2, I think it's best if you have it where you all play at the same time. Everyone tees off at the same time. Now, it's not a race like speed golf.
Right.
You can take your time. It doesn't matter who sinks the ball in the hole first for that one. But, God, it was just so much better playing that way. Lance was, so if you have an original in television, Stuart.
Do I? No, I played the original in television because my buddy down the street, who actually got a hold of me recently, and I said, by the way, do you still have your Intellivision? And he's like, oh, no, man, it's gone. I'm like, oh, dude. So, no, but I did play it, which is why I'm excited about playing the baseball with Jeff on the Amico, because, just to have a retro game that doesn't have to look like it used to. It'd be like I would be excited about playing Berserk if it had some cool graphics. The action could still be the same to a certain extent, but I'd love to see it, with cool graphics.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's what I'm hoping for. The same feel of the game, just look a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he makes a good point. You got to use these tornadoes to your advantage.
I totally figured that out right away. I'm just like, oh, cool. I got to get up there, and I'm like, take that.
When you're talking about you can't go everywhere, that's where you have to use those tornadoes. You got to run right into one.
Yeah, but I just either I couldn't find them or I don't know what the deal was. But hey, you're getting cocktails delivered?
I just was handed a Cosmopolitan.
What the hell? Jeez. I got to.
Well, this new offer is awesome.
Yeah, see if I can get Christine to deliver something down here. Of course, she did deliver me custard that one night.
Oh, that was good.
I can't complain at all. At all.
Crow said everybody's golf online is the same way. That's the best way to do it.
It is. So what was your best score so far in, say, in the rally mode?
What's that? What's rally mode?
Well, like when you're all going at the same time. You're teeing off and running.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure. I haven't been paying attention.
I ended up with a -7. So not too shabby.
No, that's pretty happy.
Pretty happy about that.
Papa Pete's message was flagged.
What?
I had to okay it. I don't see it on here though.
What was it?
This
message got flagged.
Yeah, it's not. It's not in the chat here on.
Why would it get flagged?
It had the word shit in it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
He said Jeff will be the one buying shit tonight.
What? Who flags it?
YouTube.
Really?
Well, what I do is I say holds, possibly inappropriate.
Okay. I got you.
Just so we have somebody coming in just saying something horrific.
Right. Shit. Right. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. That's cool. It's good to know Papa Pete still steps over the line.
Yeah, gotta keep in line.
And we even had a long weekend and we didn't get a chance to play any games together over the weekend.
We were moving all weekend. I didn't even get I got my computer set up in here on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm still bringing video game stuff here. This was the first day we didn't go back to get stuff. So we got a lot still to do.
Well, that's cool though. It's nice. Well, like I say, I'm ready whenever if you guys want to do a double load someday, one of these days.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely take you up on that.
I'm ready. Just Send a couple more house files, Jeff, will be the one buying.
Okay, I get it.
Nice. Good solution, Pete.
And here comes my wife taking the Cosmopolitan away.
Oh.
She's cackling in the other room. Why is she watching the show? I don't know if you've ever watched the show before.
Why are you watching the show?
Well, she's watched it before when she was sitting in the same room. I don't know if she's ever tuned in on her own.
Yeah, Christine's done it. She's told me that. Yeah, I was watching. I'm like, what? Yeah. I know today I almost started the show with, gee, I'm kind of conflicted. I got a notification on my phone that I should watch the show. So I thought, well, do I leave Jeff by himself or to watch the show, or do I do the show?
Do I be on the show or do I watch the show?
Do I watch the show?
Hey, you want to watch the
yeah, let's check this thing out.
This is the announcement that has been sending people into a tizzy.
Whoa, do I need tissues or anything?
Yeah, it's my son and his friend are making us drinks.
Is it going to send your Peter north?
Pete.
I was noticing that.
Maybe I could just run a mic all the way out there.
You could. You could have a remote cackle mic.
Or I could just record it like Papa Pete and
yeah.
one laughs just like click.
Yeah, that'd be great.
She's watching us. We got a new TV. She's watching us on that.
Oh, far out. Cheers. I'll drink my Cosmo water.
Let's see what's going on with this video here. It's only 2.5 minutes, so it's not very long.
All right. I almost made a bad sex joke. That didn't look like it worked.
I'll tell you what, I really like the white Joy-Con.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just don't eat pizza and use them.
Or Doritos
or cheese curls.
The cheese puffs thing. Yeah.
No Cheetos.
That would be horrible, getting a Dorito stain on your Joy-Con.
God. Is he on the crapper? Oh.
I don't know why they don't make that a commercial. They'd sell even more than they're selling.
Yeah, if you had somebody on the crapper.
I can play and just take a crap and then keep going.
And then end up with a ring on my ass when I get up. Oh, look at that. She said, kick his ass, Billy.
Ryan F. is not a fan of it. Yeah, a lot of people are complaining that it's not much of an upgrade. I would love to see the screen. Because it's a bigger screen. It's a better screen. I mean, an OLED screen, that should be really nice.
Yeah.
Apparently, they improved the sound on it.
Kind of like the way the PlayStation.
Double the onboard memory, which
that's huge.
Which is nice. I mean, it's only 64 gig, but if you buy mostly physical, I guess you really don't need it.
Right.
Getting heckled by my own wife here.
I need.
Whoops, wrong drink.
Well, I mean, let's take a thought about it, though. I mean, is this the intent of people who are going to buy a new one, or do you think people sell their first one and then buy the new one?
I mean, I would assume this is more towards new customers.
Yeah.
But I You know, a lot of Nintendo people are gonna, or they already own it, are gonna be buying it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's I don't know. When's it available? When's it available? Is it available now?
October 8th, I think.
Wow, October 8th. Okay.
And it's $350.
$350.
$50 more. The old one is still they claim it's still gonna be on sale or for sale. I assume they'll keep it around maybe till maybe middle next year, end of next year.
Okay.
I mean, it's a $50 difference. That's an odd thing to have two SKUs that close together.
Right. Just depends on what's available, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there was another upgrade on the Switch, 2 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the one you have because you got yours fairly recently, right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it came in like an all red box, and it had it had like double the battery life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember what else, but I didn't upgrade because it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal for me.
Right, it's not that big. Not for that kind of money.
And this isn't going to be that big a deal for a lot of people.
Yeah,
I might be interested if I mean the screen is bigger and
how much bigger?
0.8 inches. I don't have my Switch here. It's like 6.2 to 7. The Switch itself is exactly the same size.
Okay.
They took away some bezel.
Oh, I see.
To get it bigger.
I mean, something's got to be drastically, completely different, or on a complete different road for me to even think about spending the amount of money that it costs to get another system.
JW is a good point. This is what I think too. The last thing everybody wanted a new Switch, like 4K and more powerful. But the only problem with that is you make it more powerful, and then there's going to be games on there. Like when they introduced the new Nintendo 3DS, there were a handful of games, not many, like under 5. You could only play it on that system. You couldn't play it on the original 3DS because it needed the extra horsepower.
Right.
And also, Super Nintendo games were on the eShop, and you couldn't play them on the original 3DS for I don't know why.
It's crazy.
Crow was not impressed.
No.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I saw a lot of people online are just so upset. And I was like, well, it's not. Yeah, like Retro Bro said, it's not. This isn't for everybody. Nintendo knows that. They know they're going to get a chunk of Nintendo fans that'll buy every system that comes out.
Right.
There's going to be people who buy it just to get those white Joy-Cons. I guarantee you.
Yep. Yeah, I am not one of those people.
I'll be tempted only because Switch is my favorite system, and I still have my original one. So I didn't get the upgrade, so I still have the low battery life.
Gotcha.
And the other stuff with the screen is cool. Crow said, I'd sooner buy a Play Date.
Yeah.
And then Celia said, I'm with Crow. I don't even think she knows what a Play Date is.
She just wants a play date.
Maybe she thought I said Play-Doh.
Oh, Play-Doh. Yeah. She's gonna sculpt it into her own little Switch.
Yeah, so I don't get why people are upset. If you don't like it, If it's not for you, then
right,
buy something else.
Yeah, it's like anything else, right? It's such a.
I do like those Joy-Con. Or if they're going to sell the white Joy-Con separately.
Well, and those will work on the other system, right? Because the systems are the same size. You said it's just the screen is bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know why my back is so itchy tonight.
You know what you should do? You should go to a corner and rub your back right on that corner of the wall.
Just do a quick baloo. Should I start singing Bare Necessities? Look for the bare necessities, a simple bare necessity. I love Phil Harris, man. What a great He's one of my idols in the voiceover realm. And I saw his star on the Walk of Fame when I went out to Hollywood.
Excellent. I've never been to Hollywood.
Look for the benefits. I mean, his voice is like right in line. I'm right in there. You know.
I wonder how many cosmopolitans my wife has had today.
I don't know, but does she want a play date with Peter North? Is that what is going on?
She's been commenting a lot. She's watching it on a big screen.
She's talking a lot.
And she's doing typos. Yeah,
she needs to like come up with like a cackle thing that she can text out there. Cackle, 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 cackle.
What's DJZ talking about? What's Kroger water?
Yeah, what is the difference? Kroger water? Oh, Kroger water. Is this Kroger water? Do we have a Kroger here?
No, they packed up like 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago from St. Louis. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Kroger is outside of Ohio for sure.
Oh yeah, they're all over. Yeah. I think aren't they in Florida too? I've seen them on vacation.
Yeah, and there's some in Illinois, and yeah, they're around. We just don't have them here. Like Jeff said, they packed up like the Rams and left.
Yeah, I don't know why they left.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I got this at Sam's or something. I don't know. It's just water. I don't normally drink bottled water because to me it's But all I know is I own my no, never mind. Skip that. Never mind.
This is a pretty good cosmopolitan.
Who made it?
A friend of Nathan's.
Oh, nice.
They brought a bunch of booze over and they're making cosmopolitans. And just so everyone knows, they're over 21.
Just one of those extra perks with when your kids turn 21.
Yeah.
Hey, I can make you drinks now. I can buy it and make it for you. You're like, abso-freaking-lutely.
Did you ever watch King of Queens?
Yeah, I own the whole series.
My favorite episode of all time is called The Lush Life. And Carrie comes home. She's in this bad mood. They go like to the next day. She comes home and she's in this great mood. A new girl started. They went out and had a few drinks. She gets home and she's in this great mood. And Doug's like, went out with a new girl, had some drinks. And so it happened again. And Doug's like, wow, this is great. She keeps going out drinking. Every time she comes home, she's in this great mood. Because, she was a little cranky on that show.
Right.
Remember?
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So then, Insta George will send him out there. So then she gets in this fight with the same woman, and they're not going out drinking after work anymore. So now Doug's in a panic. And so he starts making her these martinis at home. So when she gets home, he gives her that. And next thing you know, her dad, Arthur's in on it. And they're basically just keeping her drunk every night she comes home. And she's in a good mood. They're in a great mood because they can do whatever they want. She's not yelling at them. They're just having this great time. And during a poker game, Lou Ferrigno was there. I just love that Lou Ferrigno was their next door neighbor as himself. Yep. That's so funny.
Yeah, he did a great job.
So Doug told him what he was doing, and Lou didn't like it. So the next night, Carrie came home. He told her what was going on, and then, of course, all hell broke loose after that.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest episodes I've ever seen. And what's her name? Leah Remini?
Yeah.
I think that may have been her greatest episode. She was so funny in that movie. I think she was great in the whole show, but she was so funny in that episode.
Yeah. My favorite still is when he ends up busting up his leg because she pushed him down the stairs. So, because he was supposed to rent a tux. Did you rent a tux? And he's got that hot grilled cheese sandwich in his hand on the plate with, I think, milk. in the other hand. And she goes, I don't think you realize the wedding is this weekend or, in a week or something like that. If you don't get that tux ordered in time, you won't be ready. I don't think you realize the temperature of the cheese in relation to the whatever. This sandwich is perfect right now. And she goes, shh, whap, and just shoves him backwards down the stairs. I would love to know how that looked in reality, what they had set up for him to land on. Because, damn, that was great. That was freaking hilarious. Now, did you see this? We have Salvatore. Have we had Salvatore here before?
Yeah, he's been on here a few times. He's on Papa Pete's channel quite a bit.
Okay. Please excuse me if I don't, my brain goes a million places.
Salvatore, you said something before, and for some reason YouTube blocked it, and I tried to hit show, but it just aired out. I don't know why. And all you did was yawn. I'm not sure why that would be offensive.
I don't either.
Do I think it'll be dead on arrival? No, I don't think so. I think it's gonna. Obviously, if that happens, oh my gosh,
talk
online will go through the roof. But
the
only difference between this delay, if there is one, is that it's out there as far as. And television had that E3 video.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, hardly anyone, and just pretty much people on YouTube who follow that kind of stuff, knew about it. But other than that, their main base they're shooting at, I never heard of Amico before. So, no, it won't be dead on arrival, but it'll stink for people who were excited to play. They don't have to wait yet again because it's already going to be a full year of a delay if it launches on time this time.
Yeah, I just couldn't imagine being in Tommy's shoes right now with all that stuff. I mean, you go on a vacation to get away from something that's been devouring your life for the last 2 years or more, whatever. But this whole, last year with having to change the date that you're releasing and then to have to move it to a complete year, and then you try to go and take some time away, and then you got people pooping all over the place about whatever jibber jab they got to talk about. And then you come back and you feel, I don't know, I wouldn't feel an obligation to do shit. I'd feel an obligation to not respond and just get to work and have it done. That's where I would be with it.
Jake W makes a point here about a log jam. If it's delayed, there'll be a log jam of games waiting to launch. I wonder how they're going to handle that, because obviously the game stuff has been going on.
Right.
And it was set to launch a year ago. They'd have to have several games done. Well, maybe not done, because from what I heard Tommy talk, it sounds like the games that were pretty much done, they went back since they had time and were fixing a few things or touching things up, change a few things. So, but still, if you have, because they have that interesting schedule, they only put out one game every, 10 to 15 days, 7 to 15 days, 1 or 2 weeks, basically. So, you'll have so many, like maybe 30 at launch, and then I would think there'd still be quite a few games to get out. Because if you do a game every 2 weeks, that's only 26 games a year.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not pulling my pre-order either, Salvatore. I'm not
no.
my Founders Edition.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it either.
My mom's saying to come over here and watching the show so she can drink with my wife.
Hey, by the way, I mean, if you guys have me over to help out, another selling point is I make margaritas. So,
ooh, there you go.
Yeah, and watch the clip from Archer, and that's how I make them. So, Now this I have to chime in on this. Definitely Beastmaster, Lance. Definitely. I've got that in it's on my wish list. I'm just waiting for the right day to pull the trigger on that one. Could be today, and then I could be cussing at us. Just an idea. And then this, did you see this? Lego sets based on signs. They already have ones for friends now.
I saw that online. I just saw the headline as a picture. I honestly thought it was a joke. I didn't even read the article. I didn't think it was real.
Yeah, must be an NBC thing because they did the friends. I was thinking about getting it for my daughter for her birthday. They have the coffee shop. So, George James here mentioned he had to update his credit card information at GameStop because of the delay. Well, I'll tell you what, try moving, because I started writing down a list of like every website I've purchased something from, and I'm trying to go through and update the address. Like I did in television, because I don't want my Founders Edition going to my old place and having those people, the new people, playing with it. It's funny. I sent the guy who deals with that, I sent him an email. I told him we just got a new place and we needed to change. I need to change the address, make sure I get my Founders Edition. Yeah, that's true.
So he writes back. He goes, "Well, first of all, congratulations on the new house." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." That's very nice. And then he took care of it. Plus, he said they send out before the orders are due, they'll send out a thing just to confirm all the information they have on file is still correct, which is a smart way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. AFK. You already did that. No, you already did that. Start watching the show. Yeah, all right. You already did that. I'm way behind here. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ha. There you go. Yeah, I just bought lemons and limes today at the shop. I had to go out and get a couple of things, and I even went to a pawn shop today.
I can't remember last time I went to a pawn shop.
It's been it had been years for me. I mean, I used to go. At one point, I was going a lot because I was buying CDs because they were really cheap. And then I found out if I went into certain areas where my kind of music isn't popular or whatever, you start figuring that out throughout the country. Even as you're driving, and going to different places, you're like, I don't think this is probably a metal town. So I'm going to go and see what kind of used stuff they've got, So oddly enough, there was a guy named Dave. Oh, let's get his name mixed up. Dave Urich out of Chicago. And I didn't know he was from Chicago. And I bought his CD over in Veneta Park at a pawn shop. And then my buddy up north says, "Oh, he's from Chicago. He's actually dating the mother of my daughter." I was like, "Wow, this is crazy."
See you, Salvatore. Thanks for coming by.
See ya. And I'll remember next time. All this liquor talk. I'm on vacation. No more
there you go, Pete. Mix yourself a drink.
He's gonna hold up a drink and cuss us out again.
Mix yourself a drink. Hop on to Amazon. Wait for that package, and then.
God damn you, GoGameGo!
That's how it goes, right there. One of the moves, I didn't update the address with the city. Lapse. I signed up for something and entered the invalid. Yeah, that sucks. All the stuff you got to think about. I think about that with certain email addresses. I'm like, screw it. I'm just dumping it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's on there? Then you got to go through and do
I figure I'm probably gonna get burned on something because I order games from these small publishers that do these small runs.
Yeah.
And you order, and some of these they don't come out for months and months. And in fact, there's two games I've ordered with one guy or with one company, and it's been over a year now. They just sent me a thing saying, "Don't worry, we're still bringing the games out." And they said, as a thank you or as a I'm sorry, they said they're going to send out a digital copy so we can at least start playing the game.
Yeah, sure.
So that would be cool. I hope that actually happens. Whoops.
Yeah. That's
calculation. What's going on?
Yeah, it's kind of like what Amazon does with some music and stuff. And actually, this couple of young ladies I'm going to be interviewing in a couple of weeks. Actually, they had a deal on their site for some music and a photo, and so they send it to you digitally first.
There's a company I buy some books from called Bitmap Books. They do the same thing.
I love it.
You buy a book and then they'll send you a PDF of the book first, so you can have it. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Over a year later.
Sounds like it's shipped from the same place as Jeff's WKRP.
Hey, I've got my PS4 hooked up to the TV now, so now I can actually watch WKRP.
That's what I'm talking about. Remember to watch FM first.
I have that. I brought it over. It's
yeah.
Oh, I thought I had it here. It's not here. I do have it with me.
So, Pete, have you purchased FM yet? That's what I need to know. That's something you need to pick up.
This What the Golf game? It's so bizarre. You're playing golf, but everything is just different. Every hole is different the way you play. It's not like you just hit a ball and goofy things happen. There'll be some stages where when you swing to hit the ball, you go flying.
Whoa!
Yeah, and every hole is different. It's a pretty cool game.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes on sale. It goes on sale quite a bit.
Really? How much was it? Do you remember how much it was?
I don't remember. I think it's fairly cheap. I don't think it's that expensive, even full price, but definitely when it goes on sale, like a lot of these games, when they go on sale, that's why you watch Deku deals for Switch games.
That's where I was just going to. Yeah. Yep.
Best part about that website, DekuDeals.com, is they give you trends. They show you what the game costs currently, and then they'll show you like for the past year, when it's dipped and how much it went down to. You can kind of judge when the game's going to go on sale again.
Yeah, yeah. And I love when they tell you how much it, what was the record. It's the lowest time and what.
Yeah, like this is the lowest it's ever been. When I see that, it's like, there you go.
Yep.
If it was on my list of my wish list, I'm getting it. Once it's at all-time low.
It's $20 that it's on the eShop right now.
I bet you can get it for $10. What's the lowest it's been? Probably less than $10, isn't it?
Let's see. It doesn't say that on here that it's been lower than $10. The all-time low is $13.99.
Wow. I thought that would hit $10 by now.
Well, I'll be looking for it to hit that. I'll have to put a thing in. That's the other cool thing about Deku Deals is you can put it in somewhere. If it's something you're interested in, you can add it to your wish list, and it'll give you a quick notification when it goes cheap.
A quick hey.
Oh,
sorry.
Your game's cheap.
Sorry. I clicked on our video. I wanted to see something, and it just screws everything up.
Oh man. So So yeah. There we go. Sorry, I was mixing a drink. What games are we talking about? Talking about what the golf. Do you have that one, Pete? When are we gonna play? When are we gonna get together and play? We gotta play.
Pete, let's play some golf this weekend. DJC said he was going to buy the game. Does anyone else already have the game? If they want to join the foursome, I know DJC is going to. I don't know if he has yet.
Yeah. I hopped right on it last Wednesday. As soon as I got Jeff's note. After the show tonight. Well, show's over, folks. See you later. Oh, shoot.
Speaking of DJC, have you seen his videos where he has these alter egos?
Yes. Yes.
One got Art Big Fall, where like Art Big Fall will interview him. And then he even created a channel for Art Big Fall, which is hilarious. I
was getting a kick out of trying to figure that all out the other day. Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, Lance. We got to get that all. It takes some figuring out. You know, Lance, I thought about you last week when I was interviewing on the Hammer Away, because Mike Floros lives out there in LA. You know, LA's a small town, so you guys probably know each other or live right down the street. But yeah, up for golf this weekend. Yes, they're gonna. Oh, really? You think so? You think so? Did you get a new mop for that, Pete? Did you buy a new mop? It's a Skywalker mop. Oh, shoot. And no JD tonight. He was booked up.
Isn't he like on a flight?
Yeah, he's on a flight. Yeah. I tried to make a joke today in our chat and it didn't go over. So.
It's a shame. Hey, OMVP's here.
Hey, what's up, Pete? So yeah, anybody into some great kind of arena rock stuff where it's just some good melodic, cool rock? Check out Steel City. That's who was on my show last week. Tomorrow night, I've got Frank Domino from Angel. I'm really freaking excited about that. So it's Star Wars, the rinse of Skywalker.
Pete, why do I feel like you mixed that drink about an hour ago?
That's a bunch of crap that he just started mixing drinks. Or how big is his drink? That's what I want to know. Does it have a parasol in it? Do you have a parasol in there too?
Yeah.
It's a Star Wars parasol.
It's a full-size parasol. That's how big the drink is.
He just popped the umbrella and put it in his drink. Oh man. Shoot. I'll have to check out this Halloween CD. I've noticed that they had a new one coming out. Oh man. Be right back. I have to mix a drink. Another drink, he means. Another drink.
Don't you think that it just feels like Papa Pete should have a tap right there at his desk?
I know. Why doesn't he?
I don't know.
He should have one of those things like my brother bought, you know, where it's like a subscription and it's a little thing, and then he needs to have something like that. Yeah, I don't know what my brother called that. I don't know what he got, but
anyway. Here in St. Louis, was it Anheuser-Busch had those like little mini kegs for a while? You would buy the beer and you put it in the thing, and it was you keep it in the fridge and it was a tap.
That's what this is like. Yeah.
Speaking of booze, I saw there's this wrestler called Jimmy Uso. He was arrested for being drinking while driving. His blood alcohol content was over 2.
Holy crap!
I mean, isn't legal limit like 0.08?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And he was over 2. Whew. I know he's a big dude, but man, he had to be feeling it at 2, right?
Well, how much was he drinking to have that huge body full up of at 2?
That's a good question, Born Distracted.
Christine was just reminding me that Howard the Duck makes an appearance in the second Guardians movie.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the thing about Howard the Duck. I mean, he's getting a bad rap because of the crap that they did to it, the character, because it's really kind of a cool character like Rocket Raccoon. They didn't screw that up. They really hit home with that one. It was spot on. And I'm like,
what'd you think of Rocky Raccoon?
That's a fun song.
I like that song.
Her name was McGill, but she called herself Little, but everyone knew her as Nancy.
What do you think that meant? That's such a weird thing. So you get 3 names.
Well, it's like one of those movies, where the guy's got a name and he goes, but everybody calls me whatever. Gil. You're like, what? It's got nothing to do with anything. But I think Howard the Duck these days, I think could be a real cool, fun character to just.
See, I had no idea that was a character somewhere. I just thought it was a movie. I didn't realize they got the character from somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still remember and I think I want to say that Gene Colan did a lot of the original artwork in those comics. He did not do the cover of it, but if you look it up, you can find that first cover of Howard the Duck. It's really cool, and it was just a sassy character that given the. Wait, was that the first cover?
Oh, here you go. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to have to watch Howard the Duck because I've never seen it. And I know it's supposed to be terrible, but unless you see it, you can't really comment. But It's free on the Peacock Network, which I have. So I'm going to check that out.
Oh, wow.
Howard the Duck.
Do yourself a favor. Make sure you got something else to do, too. Pop a zit or something, something fun. Because it's
cut my tongue.
It's a downer. Look at this. Atari has a brand new CEO. Let's just sell some IPs.
Maybe here at GoGameGo we can put a money together and buy one of those IPs.
I think we could do that. Oh, these guys. A Vinegar Syndrome package.
That'd be the worst. You're waiting for a package to come and it gets delivered, and then someone comes by and just takes it.
Well, how would you like to steal something from somebody's porch, open it up, and it's Howard the Duck? What the hell do you do then? Do you take it back? With a note on it? Sorry.
You probably go ring the doorbell and say, hey, you got to step up your game here. I'm not wasting my time on Howard the Duck.
And Grace, she calls herself a human trampoline. Yeah. There's a girl in New York City, calls herself a human trampoline.
I don't even know what that means.
Sometimes when I'm tumbling in turmoil, I say, oh, so this is what she means. She means we're bouncing into Graceland. So, yeah. And I could say, oozing love is like a window in your heart.
Look at Lance's post here. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, how would you rank those, Stuart?
Like stinky. That's how rank that is. That's
rank them as far as how you would watch them if you had to. Which one would you watch? If you could pick one of those to watch.
If you said, here, take one of these home.
And you've got to watch it. Which one would you choose?
Megaforce.
Megaforce. Ooh, interesting. Wow, Howard the Duck is that bad?
Oh, yeah. Well, see, you got to remember, like Howard the Duck, when I was growing up, I remember another piece of artwork though of Howard the Duck. And I don't know what issue it was, because now that I'm looking at the first comic book, he's on there with a woman in the background and a sword in his hand, a sword, and Spider-Man is in the issue. But then I remember one where he's like jumping, like leaping straight out, and it was in that same time frame. But I remember artwork of him jumping out. I don't know if that was maybe the front page of the first issue, because the first page of the front issue, I don't know, but I just remember that, and I don't see that anywhere here. So I don't know. I don't know if there was some special issue I'm thinking of. I don't know. But what's this? They have
JW mentioned. Oh wait, I'm sorry. He said me and Coolio down by the schoolyard. I was like, me and Julio down by the schoolyard is one of the great whistle songs.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I think there's a whistle song on the Graceland album, right?
I don't know.
I think there might be.
Pete, in my best Cliff Clave impersonation, name 3 movies that are sitting on my desk. Name 3 people who have never been in my kitchen.
Issue number 7 of Howard the Duck, trapped in a world he never made. From the oven, it rises. The incredible cookie creature.
Hey, Anthium stopped by briefly here. Thanks, Anthium, for stopping by.
Good seeing you.
Well, haven't heard from you in a long time.
Yeah, right?
Awesome. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, so I don't know. Howard the Duck. I never collected it. Never got into Howard the Duck. I just wasn't into completely silly. Oh my God.
Is this true?
Issue number 3 is what true? Oh, there it is.
This comment.
I found that pose that I was talking about. Let me see if I can save this. What's the comment?
There's a new Dollar Tree Blu-ray called Sharks of the Corn.
Oh my God.
Is that a real thing?
That can't be a real thing.
I do like the Dollar Tree Blu-ray bin.
I do too, man. I go through there because I find stuff.
I bought one. I never even heard of the movie. Just from looking at it, it looked like it maybe wasn't too bad. I can't even think of the name of it.
But have you watched it?
No, because I didn't have the PS4 hooked up.
Oh, okay. I bought, what did I buy? Something with Jet Li in it. And Jet Li and what's his name? Bob Hoskins.
Jet Li and Bob Hoskins.
I know.
The great comedy team of Jet Li and Bob Hoskins.
It happens. Sharks of the Corn. Howard the Duck versus Chucky. Howard the Duck.
Oh, wait. We have a Howard the Duck winner.
We have what?
You'd watch Howard the Duck over Chucky?
Oh.
Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
Ooh.
Because Howard the Duck is just snarky and fun, and it's got Leah Thompson in it. Chucky is just freaking annoying. I know.
And according to JW here,
by a crimped, yeah, right. Who has never looked better. You know, that's like Cameron Diaz looked the best in The Mask. Never looked like that again. What is the deal with that?
you should ask her.
She just never looked the same again. I don't know what the deal was.
Poor Cameron Diaz.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, by the way, I showed this on Hammer Away last week, I think. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is a box set that they've got now. You can get both Ted movies on Blu-ray and Flash Gordon.
What's the connection?
Because he's in Ted.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Yeah. What's that guy's name? Why can't I think of the actor's name?
Flash.
So anyway, yeah. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Boop, there. But yeah, no, let me see if I can find this thing here. Chap. Beep boop boop beep boop boop. Where did I put it? I don't know where I saved it.
That reminds me of G-Force. Remember Key Up?
Yeah. Oh shoot. What happened to
Jones? Is it Sam Jones, Stuart?
it? Yep. That's it. That is it. Oh, here it is. There it
Papa
is.
Pete, what are you drinking is the question. The better question is, what aren't you drinking?
There it is. That's the pose I was trying to remember. That's the pose I remembered.
That's awesome.
And there he is with the Defenders. See, that's Valkyrie down there. So, in the movies, whenever I see these characters, I'm like, oh, okay, that's who that is.
Everyone's favorite foul.
And Nighthawk. Yeah, right? Everyone's favorite foul. Yeah. So. Oh, my God. So what else is new? Anything else new as far as games? What's supposedly coming your way next? Because, you pre-ordered a lot of stuff.
Well, this just came in today.
Oh, well, why haven't we talked about it yet?
Ys 9.
Oh, wow.
The packed edition. Apparently there's stuff in here.
Apparently there's stuff in here.
Like they added some stuff in here, like a little gift art book or something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I read was there was a game that I bought maybe like the first year of the Switch called The End Is Nigh.
Yeah.
It's a platformer, and it's, oh my God, it's really, really tough game. But it's so much fun, and it came with some goodies. And one of the things that's in there, some kind of a thing, like a little character or something. It's kind of like made of like gel, or it's kind of squishy.
Yeah.
Apparently people have been saying that their things have exploded, or they're leaking out.
Oh, no.
Leaking out. So I got all my games right there. I got to go through and find my End of Nigh to see if it's if I've met that same fate.
Who puts goopy crap in a game? Not unless it's in a steel box or something. That's just silly.
Here's this game. It's an ST Gundam game called Cross Race. This is the version with all the DLC. This is another one of those. It's like a Japanese only. They don't bring these out here very often. Yeah. And I believe it's because of the licensing, that white.
God.
These are all the different TV shows that are associated with this game.
Wow.
But these are like a turn-based tactical game. And they're a lot of fun.
Wow. Wow. Look at that. Gibson. So I didn't even read this yet. With lime and Diet Pepsi.
Oh.
Could do the Kaminsky method, and what's he always get? A Dr. Pepper and a bourbon and a Dr. Pepper?
I don't know.
A Diet Dr. Pepper. That's what he gets every time. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh. Oh, man. Getting sleepy.
Well, you should be pretty wiped out. You've been moving.
This is the first day. It's been, I don't know, several days ago. Yeah, I'm kind of wiped out. Wait, I want to show a picture of something. This will bring back some memories, Stuart. I can't remember if you had one of these or not. I don't think you did.
Probably not. That's just
the TurboGrafx thing. So,
oh well.
But
I always wished I'd have had one of the handheld units.
that's what I'm going to show you.
Do you have a Malibu Barbie there drinking Malibu rum and Sprite? Is that who she is? Is the Malibu Barbie?
Malibu Barbie.
Malibu. I won't say it. I was going to say it.
Have you ever heard of the Pixies, Stuart? The band?
Sure.
They had that song called Caribou. Caribou. I always love that.
Is that on the album with the monkey on it?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It's the only album of theirs I ever had. I wasn't a big Pixies fan.
I'm a huge Pixies fan. I actually got to see them in concert like about 3 years ago.
Wow, that's awesome. Because the one gentleman's from there, right? Black
Francis.
Yeah.
Or Frank Black.
Yeah.
So we were moving, and I saw this bag. I was like, "What is in this bag?" And I opened it up, and there you go. It was my old Turbo Express and the Turbo Vision.
Unbelievable.
It's one of those things that I knew I had it. I just hadn't seen it in years. So there was part of me that was like, "Oh, please let me still have it. I hope I didn't lose it somehow."
That's outstanding. Now, and it works and everything?
Well, I haven't plugged it in, or I haven't.
Okay.
It takes something like 6 batteries or 8 batteries. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I have the AC adapter too.
God, TV tuner accessory.
But the first thing I did when I got this, I opened up the battery pack. I was like, Lord, please let me have taken these batteries out. And they were
empty.
It was empty. Actually, the batteries were in the case in this other compartment. So I guess when I knew I was going to store it, I took them out.
Good man.
Like, oh, thank you.
Good man.
Yes, JW. No batteries were in there. Thank you.
What's this one? A photo. Did you see the pic of 1961's Creature from the Haunted Sea?
Oh, that's the one you showed on. It looked like somebody just made this costume in about an hour. It was so fun.
It was brutal looking. Brutal looking. You wouldn't know if you ran into it if you'd be scared or laughing your ass off.
Pete's going to make a Johnny Walker Black Label with root beer and whipped cream topping. It's called a Furley. You like a
Furley?
Mr. Furley? Shouldn't there be an ascot on it? Or you should be wearing a jumpsuit when you drink it, Pete. It's like Furley.
Did you see him? Pete in a jumpsuit. He's going to get the logo printed on jumpsuits next. That's great. I used to do root beer and Jägermeister, and I called it the root of all evil.
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister, which means what?
Isn't Meister like a mayor or something in German?
Well, it means master, and Jaeger is what?
I don't even know. I actually knew this at one point, but I don't know anymore.
Actually, there's a song by Ailstorm called this too. Huntmaster.
Ailstorm.
Yeah, Ailstorm. You gotta love it. My wife hates it, but I love it. I love it. What is this? The capacitors are notorious for going bad in Turbo Express. Mine was kept in a very nice condition, but it died until I repaired it. Yeah, sometimes we can do what we can for those things for whatever electronics, and they just
I hope it works. I mean, the last time I tried it worked. We'll see though. We'll see.
The Meister Burger.
What? I love that show.
Toys.
Now you can't tell, but this I had a bag. It's standing up in the corner. I don't even know what it is. It's a flat. It's a flat bottom. It's round. It stands up on its own, and it's just filled with games. And it was in our closet for the past 6 years. Look at that Saturn Bomberman.
I love it. Right on the top.
Look, there's Saturn. There's Super Bomberman 2.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Look at that.
And
Wario Land and hockey down there. Is that?
You know what? These look like Wii U games. Did I go Did I actually put some games in here while we were still there? Yeah, Wario Land 2. There's Tolero Boxer, which is
I was going to say, yeah, that's what that is. Okay.
Tolero Boxer, which is a Virtual Boy game.
Wow.
And then the original Ice Hockey for EA. This is the one where I have 2 copies of it, and the boxes they're different. They're different sizes.
Wow.
And I looked online. I couldn't figure out why that was. I mean, you'd think a variant like that, people would have talked about at some point, but I haven't seen anything.
Right. Huh. Very strange. Was it a different color even? So it was a whole
black, but one was a little bit wider on the spine.
Yeah.
And even the inside was a little bit different. I was showing Pete one night, like a year or so ago.
Wow.
Because I was asking him if he knew anything about it. Because I was like,
I got to see if I can figure out how to get, still get that plug-in. Fortunately, I have that whole housing that I can plug the TurboGrafx into and then plug in the housing. Or otherwise, I couldn't play my TurboGrafx. That kind of saved my ass on that.
Pete just sent this photo. He got bored with us. He's playing Mario Golf. He's more. I don't even see it. It's minus 11.
Oh my gosh! Ooh. Is that speed golf he's playing?
I don't know. Is that just regular golf, Pete?
Because I can do probably
9 or 18 holes, by the way.
Man. Yeah, it took me a minute. Again, when I get in a hurry with games, I don't always notice everything. And I'm like, where the hell do I go? And I'd taken a break and I came back to it. And Christine looks at it. And just before she said something, I go, oh, the arrow. Just follow the arrow.
Oh, in golf?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I love that arrow because I would hate to be in that like overworld running around without knowing where to go. It's like you don't have to care. It's like, oh, there's the arrow. Go this way. Just keep walking until it changes.
Yep. Because I was the thing that was burning me up is I was noticing it said the next game starts in 15 minutes. Be 5 minutes early. But I'm like, well, where am I going? I'm trying to get in here. But I had to actually go back to my room and take a nap or sleep and then get up and go and play the game.
Remember Power Golf on TurboGrafx?
Yes.
Man, we played that like crazy at your house.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah. I think I wonder if I still have that. I think I still have it. It would be right over there.
Yeah, I still have my copy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look and see if I still have mine.
I found that Turbo Express. I was hoping there would be a game in it, like a long lost game that I didn't know. It was all empty. I was hoping to sneak one more game in.
I was still surprised that I had that card that they had just the TurboGrafx card that if you wanted to use the CD unit, you had to put that in. So it had something to read. Right? So it had something to read through the system. So over the years, I would find it, and it wouldn't be with the rest of the stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll put it there. I'll remember that. And over all these years, I've still had it. I'm like, I don't know how I ended up with this still.
I bet, and I completely forgot about that card, but I bet you that card is worth a ton.
Really? Didn't think about it.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm guessing it's just because if you don't have it, you can't play your CD games.
Yep.
It's like the Game Boy player for the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put a GameCube disc in that's specific for the Game Boy player. You have to put that into the system and then stick a cartridge into the slot below to play it. And that little disc thing is pretty expensive because, I mean, the whole thing is worthless unless you have that disc.
Wow.
So that's why those things go up in price.
Wow. I wonder. I should look that up and find out. Because that would be. It's kind of like when the guys were telling me about how the guitars and everything for Rock Band were real. They were going for a great price.
Oh yeah, premium edition guys, right?
Yeah.
I had no idea those things were worth any money.
I know. I was freaking out. I'm like, what? So I should look that up and see. I'll
be back in 1 minute while you're looking.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even know what I call that thing. Here it is, I guess. No, that's not it. So I don't even know. Graphics cards. Maybe that's what it is. No, that's not it. That's a graphic card, like hardware in the system. Let's see. It's kind of weird. I don't know. While he's gone, I will make mention that, like I said, Frank Domino tomorrow night on Hammer Away, 7:00. From Angel, from the classic band Angel, they've released a new album with some new players in it. It's Frank Domino and Punky Meadows, along with the new band lineup. And it's a really good album called Risen, and it's a long record too, by the way. Now they're working on a new record to put out, hopefully in the near future, and we'll see how that goes. The next week, I have Gino is going to come back, and since it's a night with Jeff, Gino is going to be coming back next week on Thursday, and we're going to have an Elvis night, and Jeff's going to join me for that one. So we're having an Elvis night. And then following Tuesday, for those of you who like country music, it's not my style, but that doesn't stop me from talking to people who do country music, because Hammer Away is about music. It's not about a specific kind. JD,
you're gonna tell. I hate country music.
You hate country music?
No, you're gonna tell them that?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell them that that's not. It's not my deal, really. But really, a lot of it has to deal with the same thing as, like, I think it was Mike Floros from Steel City last week told me that his first concert was David Cassidy. And so for the same reason that was probably a great show is another good reason that I probably don't mind seeing country live, because they play it differently than it is on the record,
I don't know. Lance Jennings has the Beatles set somewhere. Oh, I bet you that might be worth something.
The Beatles set. Those guitars were everywhere. Oh, wow. Interesting. I just saw some Beatles figurines tonight at the Half Price Books. They didn't have all of them. They just had Ringo and George, I think. Ringo. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to talk with, they're called Wildfire. It's Kayla and Kelly. They're sisters, and I think their dad plays guitar with them when they play out. Oh, he's who I worked out the interview with. So,
did you ever notice when? Yeah. I don't know if you. I don't think you watch a lot of sports, do you, sir?
Not often, but I enjoy it. But I don't.
I mean, maybe you've seen this because, like, when, like, say the Cardinals are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They always have. When they're in the playoffs, they always have, like, some kind of celebrity come and sing the national anthem.
Yes.
And for some reason, I don't know why this is, but when they're in St. Louis, they usually have, like, a country singer come.
Yeah.
And it's like St. Louis isn't a country singer. It's not a country song or a country music town at all.
No, but there's
plenty of people here that like it.
There are.
But I mean, just look at the radio stations. There's not a ton of country music here.
No, there's a couple. They still have the Bull, or
yeah.
We have
it. But I just think it's odd that, because at that point I don't think it's a Cardinals thing. I think it's just MLB. It's like we're not really a country music town. It's like I always think it's funny they think we're a country town. Like, well,
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you what, though. I went to go see down at the Ready Room. They had Striper was there. This has been a few years, couple few years ago now. Because, well, probably just a couple of years. I don't know, whatever. But it was after I had seen them in Kansas City, and then they played the Ready Room, and there was a female duo that was mainly country opening for Striper.
It's an odd
So
comment.
here's the craziest part is they covered 9 to 5.
Really?
So I'm getting ready to watch the heavy metal stylings of Striper, but prior to that, I'm singing 9 to 5. That's so weird. It's just like I am not pumped up for this show right now at all.
Is that 9 to 5 Dolly Parton or 9 to 5 Sheena Easton?
No, that was Morning Train.
Oh, Morning Train. Okay.
Yeah. My baby takes a morning train. Is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, no, 9 to 5 Dolly Parton. Yeah, that's kind of wild. But
Dolly Parton's got some great songs, man.
Oh yeah, man.
She's amazing. The songs she's written for other people and her.
What a way to make a living. Oh man.
There you go. Yeah, Morning Train.
Yeah.
Wasn't that out about the same time? Because I remember.
No, Morning Train was closer because she was big when she did the theme song for the James Bond movie. Oh, did she do For Your Eyes Only? Right.
Oh.
And I think that's right.
Wow, that was her biggest hit. Oh, look at it's called Morning Train, but in parentheses it's 9 to 5.
Ooh.
So it actually is in the title. How about that?
Wow.
I heard it. Sheena Easton, For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah. And I think, 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton was 82. I think, maybe.
When the heck did that song come out? I thought they were right around the same time because I was always thinking, I was like, it's kind of weird to have two songs singing about 9 to 5. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Lance. Yeah, that's in their movie. If you want to watch that Monkeys movie that's out there, you can watch it on one of the streaming services. And they have, it's where the Hendrix got booed off the stage. Best Bond film ever. God. I love you, Pete. You know I love you, man, but I don't agree. And I know you don't either, I would hope. I can only hope you're kidding. Yeah. So did you find it? 9 to 5?
Well, Morning Train was 81.
Holy crap. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that was that early.
And the song 9 to 5.
1980.
Yeah,
so you're right. So you're right. They're pretty close.
By your part.
I can't believe that. I cannot believe that was 81.
Oh, here's a game we can play with Papa Pete. What are 4 movies sitting on my desk? Well, it's Wednesday, so I'm thinking Rise of Skywalker's on there. Megaforce. Probably Howard the Duck since you just got it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What would a 4th one be?
I'll tell you what the 4th one should be. It should be FM.
Maybe it's 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton.
Yeah. I did watch that not long ago. Is For Your Eyes Only the Rise of Skywalker or the James Bond friend? No. No. A View to a Kill. Isn't a View to a Kill? Isn't that the one with it's got the guy in it,
The guy.
Christopher Walken. Right? Is that a View to not? That's a View to a Kill,
Sure.
right?
Duran sang the song. I know that.
Yeah, it's a great song too. We should do a show about the theme songs for Bond. Because a lot of times the theme songs were much better than the movie. Sometimes they both sucked.
I always like "Live or Let Die" by Paul McCartney.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie, great song. Yeah. Yeah. Then Goldfinger. Not a finger.
Not the finger.
Yeah, and Grace Jones, A View to a Kill. The only number one Bond theme song. Well, of course, it was. And then wait a minute. What?
I think that was still Duran Duran was really popular at that point. Still, weren't
Yeah,
they?
they were. They had just released Seven and the Ragged Tiger, if I remembered right. But I mean, I'm losing track of when things are happening anymore. Of course, that's like total pop music. I like pop music, but those songs were not. Those weren't the ones I was tracking.
You know, there's a song. There was a song I was trying to figure out who made it, who did it, when it was, the exact name.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the 80s. It was in the 90s. I thought it was called 45. It was actually called Brimful of Asha by Corner Shop. I had the whole thing all mixed up. And what's weird is I always like that song.
Oh man!
Because in the video they have like a teenage girl. It's kind of like almost like a 50s type setting.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, not really, because they had other things in there weren't from the 50s. But she's like just kind of bouncing around, looking at her 45s and putting them on the thing. And the background, there's an old Atari arcade game.
Wow!
Big space computer. It's that one. It's like one piece, and it kind of comes up, and the monitor comes out. It's so cool.
Wow!
But I always liked that song. But somebody did a remix of it, and it's even better than the original version. Which, I mean, usually if you like a song and someone changes it, you usually don't like it more. But I like this more.
Huh? Because they really fleshed it out, huh?
They sped it up.
Oh,
like they sped the song. I don't know how they did it. 'Cause they sped the song up. I guess they were able to separate the vocals from the music, because the vocals aren't.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not like Alvin the Chipmunk singing.
Right. Well, I was going to say that's like what was it? Kim Wilde, who had Kids in America?
Yeah.
And the Donnas covered it, and I was able to lay them right on top of each other. You can it's the same exact. They must have figured out the click track, and they went straight with it.
Did you ever hear the story behind Kids in America?
Do I know the story behind Kids in America?
Yeah, Kim Wilde was on. I saw her talking about it.
Yeah.
And I think her father was in the music business.
Okay. All right.
And her and her brother were trying to get in the music business.
Okay.
And he said, because she could sing, and so he was going to write a song for her.
Okay.
And he wrote that song. And what happened was, they said they were like still at home, and he was making this. He was writing this song and playing parts of it. And she said she could hear the song in her bedroom. She said it was trying to kind of driving her nuts a little bit, because she kept hearing that night after night. But he wrote this song for her, and she's used it, and it became a huge hit for her.
Wow.
I was like, how weird is that? Her and her brother. I mean, her brother writes it, and she's.
Remember that Partridge Family episode where Danny kept hearing Keith through the wall, and he goes, and then he'd wake up and he had this song, and he'd play it for their mom, for the mom, and
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of The Partridge Family.
Shut your freaking mouth. Mark Hamill is in there.
I just couldn't do it.
Richard Pryor was on that show.
I've barely even seen Brady Bunch, but I haven't seen Partridge Family.
Oh, that's making me sad.
I was watching a lot of Gilligan's Island, though.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm happy now.
And I Dream of Jeannie.
I still have yet to watch. That's why I'm trying to make my way through these shows, because I want to have a validity as to why I own all these freaking shows. By the way, Paul McCartney, 125%. Forget the Guns N' Roses. I like some Guns N' Roses stuff. Appetite is a brilliant record, but
did you hear Paul McCartney's album from a couple years ago? Was it brand new when he put out? There's 2 songs on there that I really liked that I actually put on my phone. I was shocked how good they were.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something by McCartney that I really like. Partridge Family versus Brady Bunch.
Oh my God, that's like asking me to judge turds.
That's like Rise of Skywalker or Last Jedi. It's like whatever. I don't care, because I don't look at turds, and I don't want to choose a favorite turd.
I mean, I would go Brady Bunch, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know. They both have their thing. Yeah.
Hey, Pete listened to that album. Yeah, it was a good album. There was at least 2 songs on there I thought were just excellent.
Yeah, I mean, McCartney's always had, his albums have always had some real bright spots for me, but then there are certain things that I'm just like, really? What the hell is that? But turd.
A couple of those songs on his album I thought were really good. And, as far as I know, it didn't get any airplay. Like, I don't even know if people knew he put out an album. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's a political thing? Like, he's Paul McCartney, for God's sakes. You'd think every album he put out, somebody would talk about it or play some of the music. But he's so far removed from being, a big hit maker that nobody's going to play his music. I mean, what is it?
Well, probably that's probably a lot of it. I mean, so they have McCartney 3. Is that what you're talking about? And then they have McCartney 3 Imagined.
Oh, Pete said there was a big YouTube release concert for that album.
Yeah, I think it only is going to do what it's going to do. I
only heard about it through Sirius XM because they mentioned it.
Yeah.
Because on the Beatles channel, of course, anytime Paul McCartney does anything, it's going to be on the Beatles channel.
Yeah, exactly. He's got an album called Kisses on the Bottom. That seems weird. Memory Almost Full, Ocean's Kingdom, is that? And Egypt Station.
Oh, it was last year. I guess McCartney 3. I had no idea that was the name of the album.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. 11 tracks.
Let me see. Let me make sure, because I know 2 of them I'll recognize. Let me make sure this is the right one.
Yeah, and I don't even know why. I don't know what the difference is between the 2 of them. But
this is weird. I went to Wikipedia, had it, and they have all the songs, and it's like in gibberish. I don't know what's going on. Come on, Wikipedia.
Come on. I mean, I've been going through and archiving all kinds of stuff here. I
think it's funny. It's McCartney 3.
Okay.
I loved all 3 of McCartney's albums. No, this isn't the album.
So are you looking at, if I'm looking at this
2020, that sounds about right.
Well, if I have this one, I'm looking at one that's called Imagined. It's McCartney 3 Imagined. And it's got Deep Deep Feeling, Long-tailed winter bird. Laboratory Lil.
Yeah, this is not what I'm.
Lavatory Lil. The Kiss of Venus. Find My Way. Pretty Boys. Seize the Day. Deep Down. Or is it Blood Orange? And then they have Sliding and Women and Wives.
All right, now I gotta figure this. Oh God, what is with Wikipedia? It's like the font's not loaded.
That's weird.
Uh,
Then there's Egypt Station.
that it? What year is that? That sounds familiar.
That one is 2018.
Yep, there you go. That's got to be it. So
Okay.
he's had an album after that. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
How does Paul McCartney put out an album and you don't know about it? How is that possible?
I don't know. One of his songs on the album is called I Don't Know.
Pete, which album were you talking about with Paul McCartney? Egypt Station or McCartney 3?
He's got one called Fuh You.
That's one of the songs I really like.
I was wondering if you're going to say that. One that's called Confidant. Who cares?
Come On To Me is actually a really good song too.
Come on to me.
Okay. And Fuh You are the two that I put on my phone because I like them so much.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
All righty.
All right. All right. All right. So, I already did that. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, people do these albums and, they're probably not going to get a lot of airplay. I mean, look at Def Leppard. They're not playing their new stuff.
God, you'd think if anyone put an album out and it would get covered, you think, a Beatle.
Yeah.
It's Paul McCartney. It's not like it's Ringo. It's Ringo, but.
Oh, I'm sure none taken.
I mean, Paul McCartney's right up there with, I would say, the greatest songwriters, singers of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think anything he put out, people would want to
snatch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how many albums does he put out that I have just no clue about?
Probably a bunch because I was looking at, I was just looking at the list. Here it is. Well, like I said, there's McCartney 3 that just came out. Then there's Egypt Station, Kisses on the Bottom, Ocean's Kingdom, Memory Almost Full. Then they have, let's see, he's got, I don't even know how to say it. It's Latin. Ecce Twin Freaks, Chaos and Creation in the Backyard.
Okay,
Driving Rain.
So Pete was listening. He's talking about the same album I was, Egypt Station. Yeah. It's pretty good. Hey,
and then you can watch. They have it live in New York at Grand Central Station. Is the Egypt tour?
You need to get that Paul McCartney on Hammer Waist. Or
get McCartney on my show.
I'm hearing good things about him.
Yeah, I think he's going somewhere.
He's got a chance.
He might just. I would love to have McCartney on my show. I'll shoot for it. What the hell? I've actually got my first correspondence to somebody that we'll discuss it when it's a little closer to happening.
I always thought it's worth a chance. Like the biggest stars possible. If you could possibly even get it in front of them, like an invitation to be on a show. Mm-hmm. I always wonder, there's got to be some big shot that will look at it and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to go on this show." It's pretty ballsy for someone I never heard of. They asked me to be on the show, so I'm going to go do it.
Yeah, I mean, I already kind of feel that way because I just had Graham Bonnet on the show, and now I'm getting ready to have Frank Domino on the show. So to me, those are people who, I'm like, crap, they're going to do my show. And I'm like, this is great because I think it's worthwhile. I think it's a great venture. I think we have fun on the show. I think we have something to say, and I think all these artists have stuff to say that's not just, so how did it feel recording that record, or when you were on tour, or did you meet Kiss, or did you hang out with them?
If you had McCartney on, you have to give him the full Chris Farley treatment.
Do I? Yeah.
You remember that time when
you remember when you were in the Beatles? And then he just sat there. It made it so completely awkward.
What if you did an interview with them, but you didn't even mention the Beatles? Didn't even come up.
Like yesterday, like that alternate reality in Yesterday, where
I've got to see that movie. The premise was so cool in that movie.
Oh, dude, it's brilliant. I love the movie.
Right. Excellent, because I thought the idea was such a great idea.
It's such a great. I had a lot of fun watching it.
See, I hear Lance talking about some of the older acts fall through the cracks because they play newer stuff. Like when does that shift with these guys?
When does that happen?
Like when McCartney, was it sometime in the late '80s when he kind of fell off?
Yeah,
I think it was that Ebony and Ivory song that really ended it for him.
Do you think? I don't think.
That was so terrible.
I don't think so. That was huge.
Oh, I hated that song.
Oh. I hated that song.
Oh.
The hell with that song.
Like, what was that? There was a Mick Jagger song. Who was he with? Was it David Bowie? I can't remember.
Yeah, Bowie, when they did Dancing in the Streets.
Oh, they were dancing down the street. That was so painful for me to watch. Oh.
They were making money, bro. What was this? What is this? It's tough for older acts to get airplay with newer stuff all through the cracks. Artists like McCartney, Frampton, and Billy Joel. Well, the tough part is, I think a lot of times is that it's just trying to write some good, relevant music. We change, and so the things that we feel change, and we don't write the same as we maybe used to. I mean, it's kind of like the crap that a lot of the hair metal bands started putting out. They hit a point, and then they write one, maybe two ingenuous albums, and their just sincerities dropped off. Plus, they were used to writing as skinny, hungry punks, and so their writing is different.
To me, that's the reason I've always thought that. Oh yeah, now this version of Ebony and Ivory I loved, Pete. That was a classic. Oh my god.
Oh shoot.
I've always thought that was the reason why these guys drop off, because when you're young and hungry, you're going to write and do things completely differently than you're going to do if you hit it big.
Mm-hmm.
And you got $500 million in the bank. You don't ever have to do anything again.
Yeah, you're sitting by a pool.
It's just harder to do anything. If it's music, art, whatever you want, you have no incentive anymore to do anything.
Right.
That's why I think it's so difficult for anybody. Once you hit it big, you got the time period where you're big, and then at some point you become so big, it's like most of these guys probably just don't even care. It's like, why would you want to go tour for several months of the year when you got $100 million in the bank? Why not just go sit at home?
Well, some of them, they pissed it away, so they've got to go and do it. That's the only way they can get any money back. Seeing Billy Joel at Fenway Dream concert for me in August 2020.
Oh
yeah, we had tickets 10th row for Elton John.
Oh man.
And it got shut down, but we still got the tickets, and he's supposed to be here next year. So,
I rarely go to concerts. I mean, I've been to very few in my life. I've actually seen Billy Joel in concert.
I never have.
He was at, I think it was the Arena.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But it was, the old Arena, like. Maybe even called Checkerdome at the time. I can't remember.
Yeah.
When they tore down.
So when did you see that? What was it? It's like
early 80s.
So you think like the Nylon Curtain tour, maybe, or maybe the one Innocent Man tour, where he was married to Christy Brinkley and Uptown Girl, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'm convinced that Christy Brinkley wrote Uptown Girl.
Why do you say that?
It was terrible.
Oh, wow.
Uptown Girl.
So, Billy, I wrote this piece of fluff. Could you record this?
Anything for you?
You got it, baby. What's your name? Kathleen Ireland? No? Okay. Oh, what is this one? The older artists won't play on today's top 40 or the oldies stations. Oldies station in Los Angeles is now playing 80s and 90s pop. You can't find Beatles, Motown, or the Stones. But yeah, that's like Keishi here. They won't play anything new. They won't add anything anymore. It's all, and the worst part about it is it's just a corporation. Okay, so here's what I was saying to Katie Cruz today. So I have this new phrase. It's no longer the music industry. It's the industry of music, and it's up to we musicians and songwriters to just get out there and play and write and make money doing it, right? Screw the record companies.
Screw them.
To hell with them. We have home studios now. I've heard stuff recorded and produced in homes that sound better than the things that are getting recorded and mastered and put onto a CD and sent out. So this is why we as musicians are the industry of music, because we have to start realizing what happens to people when they become these huge icons and stars. What eventually happens? They fall off. They go through hard times. They die young. They whatever, right? For the for a good portion of them, doesn't happen to everybody. But maybe we don't look to be the number one person in the Fargan world. We don't look to be the king of rock and roll. We don't look to be the king of pop. The king of pop is dead. The king of rock and roll is dead. They both died young. So maybe that's not quite what we need to try to do. Maybe that's not what we need to try to be.
So I think I found the concert. So there's one in 1984.
You found the show that you saw?
I think it seems to be the first concert they did in St. Louis during the 80s, 84. Yeah. And I thought it was early 80s, so that's pretty close. Mm-hmm. This was an Innocent Man tour.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Huh.
Uptown Girl, and what else was on there? Uptown Girl, and
they have the set list, which is interesting.
Whoa, 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 for the longest time.
Oh, I don't like that song either.
Oh my God! You went and saw the tour you didn't like.
They played Piano Man. I love that song.
Okay, so tell me from the top.
Prelude / Angry Young Man.
Oh, Angry Young Man, yes.
My Life. Of course, Bosom Buddies. You gotta like that.
Well, which was not one of his favorite songs. I've said that before. He was he calls his songs his children, and he didn't like how that one grew up. Keep going. What else?
What I say? Piano Man.
My Life, and then
My Life, then Piano Man.
Piano Man.
I would have thought he would have closed with that. Interesting.
You got to get it out of the by then. You got to get it out of the way.
Allentown, Goodnight Saigon.
Okay, both from the same Nylon Curtain.
Pressure, Just the Way You Are.
Okay.
I like this. I haven't heard that song in a long time.
Just the Way You Are.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Beautiful song, The Stranger.
Yeah, it really is. That's a nice song.
1977.
Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Same album.
An Innocent Man.
There you go.
The Longest Time.
There you go.
I'm thinking I probably got up and went to the bathroom then. Stiletto.
And then you came back and they were doing Uptown Girl, and you turned around. I think I got to poop.
Sometimes a fantasy. It's still rock and roll to me.
Oh, whoa. Sometimes a fantasy from Glass Houses. Love that record. You want to? One of my favorite all-time records to sing to is that album. Keep going.
He follows up. It's still rock and roll to me with Uptown Girl.
Yeah, I was going to say you had to end with Uptown Girl for the finale.
And, well, Big Shot was the last song.
Big Shot
before the encores.
Same album as My Life.
So the first encore, he had 2 songs. The second encore, only 1.
Yeah.
What do you think he ended with that night? The third song of the encore.
Oh, so you haven't told me the last song.
The last 3 I haven't told you. He did an encore with 2 songs. Then he did a second one with just 1 song.
Okay, so I'm guessing how many songs?
Well, there was 3 songs that he did an encore with.
Okay, so I'm still
trying to guess the final one if you want.
Well, you'd have to have, well, what is it? Miami 20, whatever. You didn't do that one. Okay, but that's not one I was going to say. I was going to say, is it Legend of Billy the Kid?
Nope.
No? Because he had, by that time he hadn't done I Go to Extremes. He didn't have that record out yet. That was 2 years before I played The Bridge, Stuff Off the Bridge. He had Modern Woman on that album. Geez, let's see. Oh, well, did he already do It's Only Rock and Roll?
Yes.
Okay.
That was song number 14.
Okay. Jeez. And he didn't do She's Got Away on that tour?
I guess not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else would he have done at that time? He didn't do Billy the Kid?
No, not at all.
Judas Priest. But he did An Angry Young Man. What's the other one that I always think of? There's 3 of them. The Entertainer?
No.
Shit.
What a crappy concert.
God. I know I'm just going to flip when you...
I'm going to tell you the first 2 and then see if you can come up with the last one.
Yeah, Captain Jack. That's one I would have said.
He came back and did Tell Her About It and You May Be Right.
Oh, You May Be... See, I knew it. I'm like, there's another hit on Glass Houses that I'm not thinking of. You May Be Right. That's what it was.
And then he left and he came back for one more song. It's
not
a well-known song.
Not Captain Jack.
No, not Captain Jack.
It's a well-known song. New York State of Mind, Brian said. So he didn't even do that song in that whole show? He didn't do New York State of Mind?
No.
Judas Priest.
This is why I was yelling, you suck the whole night.
You know, you should make sure you check out the footage where he gets pissed off on stage and shoves his keyboard over and he's like smacking one of the other people on stage.
Pete said he rarely played Just the Way You Are.
That's kind of interesting.
I guess I lucked out on that one, huh?
Yeah,
I like that song.
That's a great song. That's a great record.
This song has 5 words in it.
5 words.
It's a lot of words.
That is a lot of words. Oh, no. See,
Pete, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me was the 14th song that he sang that night.
it's got 5 words in the title.
You want the first letter of the first word?
Yeah.
O. Let's see if the chat can beat you.
Is it on? Not on.
Nope.
Only the strong survive.
That's so close.
Only.
Pete missed the list.
Only the good die young.
Yes. Very
There
good.
you go. Woo!
I'm guessing that's probably the concert I was at. It fits the time period.
It sure does. It sure does. Yeah, that's also on The Stranger,
I don't
too.
even know why I went. I don't even know who I went with.
I remember
I think I went with my brother-in-law, actually.
I remember my buddy's mom talking about, why don't you guys listen to nice songs like Billy Joel? And I said, well, he's got Only the Good Die Young, where he says he'd rather die with, well, he'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints. So where's that okay? She's like, what's that in? And I'm like, well, it's in that song about the Catholic Church, blah, 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 you know.
And now he's
I'm
old.
like, ultimately, I don't give a shit. They're just songs. You know, they're just songs.
They're just songs.
they're just songs.
Songs.
Songs. I remember we were just talking about recently too, because we were talking about our wedding reception, and there was my sister-in-law had a couple of milks, and she was with her cousin, and they were playing "You've Lost That Love and Feeling," and it wasn't it wasn't gone, gone, gone. It's gone, gone, gone. And then it's whoa, whoa, whoa. You're like, God.
When you said "gone, gone, gone," you know what other song?
Yeah, Chilliwack.
Um,
My Girl. Gone, gone, gone. She's been gone so long. She's been gone, gone, gone.
Devo.
Oh, yeah.
Red Eye Express.
Yeah, Red Eye Express.
I never knew what they were saying
because
because they went gone, gone, gone. I
Red
thought
Eye
they were saying gone, 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 but they were saying going so fast. Gone, gone, gone. Oh, man.
Oh, shoot. Who was I just watching? Oh, the Bee Gees. I'm like, I need to look up their lyrics because there's still songs on those songs from Saturday Night Fever, which we said we need to watch again sometime soon. But we watched a brief history of the Bee Gees last night. It was a very abbreviated history of the Bee Gees. And they were, because there's songs in like Staying Alive that I still don't understand. I mean, do you think you could sit there and recite all the words that they're saying in that song?
No.
I don't know. Oh, we had Taco Wednesday? Taco Tuesday for dinner tonight. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. So
that reminds me, I got to eat tacos. Apparently, they're sitting out there in the kitchen.
What the hell? I'll be over. Give me the address.
I'm guessing Pete, you'll get a chance to see him again as long as he's still touring. I mean, I don't even know.
Who, Joel?
Yeah. Does he tour a lot?
No, but I mean, he probably will again. I don't know. For a while, he was giving it up because he was doing the symphonic way, the classical piano music he was doing for a while, and but I mean, all of them jumped back on the wagon and stuff. I was just reading about Moose Def because he was in that movie 16 Blocks, which we're going to do at the end of the month, right? We're going to do Richard Donner films at the end of the month. We're going to honor Richard Donner because he passed away at 91.
91.
Over the weekend. And so I watched that 16 Blocks, which I think was his last movie. And I guess that's how you pronounce it? Moose Def, the rapper.
I don't know.
It looks like Mos Def, but I think you pronounce it Moose Def. So anyway, unless it's Mos Def, I don't know.
Taco Tuesday and a Wednesday. Well,
You gotta love it.
I guess we got to wrap it up.
Yeah. So anyway, check out 16 Blocks. I think it's at the library. Even you can check it out, but they've got some cheap copies out. There you go, Pete. You should order a copy. Get a copy of 16 Blocks. It's got Bruce Willis in it. He's obviously the main character. Most Def.
Most Def.
Like Most Def. I don't know. I don't remember how they had it written out in Wikipedia, but anyway, Mos Def. So anyway, he did a good job, but his voice is annoying as shit. Sorry, it is. It's it was very nasally in parts. So,
Pete, we're ready to send us out.
we need to come up with a thing for like him. We need to have like a picture of him. It's with like a stamp on the top that says "Go Game Gone."
You guys just haven't tempted my purchasing trigger tonight.
Really?
Give me a break this week, Pete.
16 blocks. 16 blocks, Pete. I'm telling you. Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
We're going to give you a week off, Pete, to recover.
There he goes. I'm keeping my hand off the button.
Go. It's the third go. It's the second go that always takes so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still chatting. He's supposed to be taking us out. Come on, Pete. Damn it.
Damn you, Pete.
That's it. Next week, we're going to make you buy two things.
There it is. Go Game Gone.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Tune in tomorrow night to Hammer Away 7 o'clock with Frank Domino from Angel.
Awesome.
All right.
We'll see you guys.
See ya.
God damn you, Go Game Go!
One last time.